To happy Thursday. Thursday is my second favorite day of the week. It sounds weird, but I'm always excited on Thursdays because I know tomorrow is Friday and I don't even work. So I look forward to having my family home with me on the weekends. So. All right, I'm going to pull up the live here. Here we go. I'm excited for today's Manny. I hope it works out well.
I stayed in the house and I was watching TV, looking at my phone, and I actually fell asleep on the couch.
All right. Get out of here.
And what time did you? I don't know exactly what
Live
time I
chat.
woke up, but when y'all get my phone,
Okay.
I think one of the first things I
Already put my peel base on. I'm waiting for it to dry. It's Lexi Nails Dip Enabler Peel Base. Super cool name. It will also work though for gel nails if you wanted to do a quick gel mani and pop it off after a day or two. This would be great underneath that, but it's awesome under dip nails. I compare it to UNT Peel Base. I think it's just as good, and it's less than half the price. LexiNail.com, Dip Enabler Peel Base. Highly recommend. Oh, and you can use my code TAO15 to save 15% off your order at LexiNail. So today's Manny is going to be a fun one. All right. So tomorrow is Together We Manny, and the theme is Season of the Witch, but Halloween Manny's, right? I'm gonna use these two colors. I'm gonna do my ring finger and pinky with this, and my other three nails black with pink drips.
That is correct.
So that's my plan, to do with gel. I'll do the drips with gel. And then I think I'm going to stamp, I'm only going to do the drips on my index and middle nail. And I think on my thumb, I'm going to stamp in pink. Something with witches or witches' hats or something like that, just as an ode to the theme.
But it wasn't much time in between there because I left pretty damn close. There wasn't much time between me waking
Fix
up.
my rings. I hope everybody is doing good today. I'm feeling pretty good. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to doing my yoga this morning, so my body's still feeling a little tight. But maybe do a couple stretches while I'm waiting for my peel base to dry. I love yoga because it's such gentle stretching, working at your own pace, doing what you can do,
He wasn't sure if it was a person. Yeah, sure, that's what he says.
But I really don't think,
I really want to just roll my neck. And on my right hand is the Manny we did on yesterday's live. This dip here is called Oh My Gourd from Double Dip Dip Powder. You can save there with code TARA18. This gorgeous orange, I love it because it has glitters in it and it glows in the dark. That's called Jack-o'-lantern. And then the purple, I chromed over it with purple chrome from all. The orange and the purple are from Dipnotic Nails. The purple chrome is also from Dipnotic Nails. And then I put bubbles on it and cured it to get that dragon scale effect. So yeah, I like this Manny. I think it's pretty cute. I'm happy how it came out.
So I made a few phone calls. And
so again, we're just waiting.
Buster was in Rock Hill.
Is that where he lives, or?
No, he lives in Columbia, but he just started a new job. He's going.
For my peel base to dry, this peel base I think dries like in 5 minutes. Some take like 7-8 minutes. I think this is more 5 minutes.
Just kind of killing time. And he was in his girlfriend lives in Rock Hill. She's studying for the bar exam.
Actually this dip from Dipnotic released last year, and this is Black Magic. So they're both from Dipnotic Nails. My discount code to save there at the website and the Etsy shop is Tara10. But I love this one. It's got the iridescent glitters. There's pink and green, and of course like white, and then there's black little bats in there. So about doing it with pink nails and black drips, but I think more it will be more Halloweeny if I do black nails with pink drips. So that's what I'm going to do.
I didn't see anything right there, no sir. You know, I saw Maggie and I saw Paul laying down. I knew, you know, I didn't
We're already
know,
almost dry.
you know, I knew it was bad. I went over there and, you know, I saw it. And, you know, I called 911.
What made you decide to go back to the house and get a gun?
Yeah, I just think the whole scene had me
I'm
freaked
looking
out.
at my cuticle oils.
Did you take your car back up there? Did you run up there?
Ooh, apple pie.
How did Ellen
I think
Brooks
I might
say he
use
went back to
apple
the
pie
house after
today.
Finding Maggie and Paul to supposedly go get a gun. He drove.
And of course, the shotgun that we have is the one you brought back.
They were asking me earlier. I'm not sure which one it was.
I'm wearing a Patriots outfit today. I got one of my Patriots shirts on. It's kind of tight. My Tom Brady shirt. And then I got some Patriots sweatpants on, but they like roll up right under the knee. So when you, like, they're short, so they're like sweatpants, but they're like capris. So I roll them up a couple and it ends up like right below the knee.
Getting some threats and getting some being assaulted from, you know, the boat. Who stands out in your mind?
No, we still need another
besides the
minute.
boat incident?
I'm
Who
wearing the
stands out in your
medium
mind?
stiletto tips from Luxy Nail. I recently went a little longer. I went from short stiletto to medium stiletto, and I really like them.
I mean, so I
Doesn't seem like a big difference, you know.
want to go to that extreme. You know, I mean, he got a bunch of threats, mostly from, you know,
Playing parts of the Alec Murdaugh trial again. So that's what's on in the background. But I might turn it up a little.
you know,
Nobody's here yet anyway.
How would he receive most of those threats?
what do you mean?
I mean, would people call and hang up on him, or
No,
text,
no,
or
it wasn't so
social
much
media?
that. No, it was mostly like in-person confrontation, are the ones that I learned about. Now, I suspect his friends can probably tell you about more because I doubt Paul told me about all of them.
Okay.
But I knew about a lot of them. You know, there were a lot of times where people would come up to him and he'd be like, they'd say something about, you know, you gonna tell me who was driving that boat, or you little piece of shit.
Geez,
You
where is
driving that
everybody?
boat," you know,
I know the
stuff like that.
notification went out. I saw it.
Who did he go to Charleston with in the boat that weekend?
I don't know exactly. I know that, I mean, I know who his buddies are, but specifically who was on the boat with him, I'm not sure.
Okay.
You know, but I can give you a list of names of who it probably was.
Joe, I don't know if you weigh in here.
It's gonna be nice out today, like 75 degrees.
Yesterday out in the ocean, and he has a best friend. And his dad's name is Lee Chapman, but
Maybe one more minute.
his son
Well, you want to make sure it's dry,
Yeah.
but you don't want to let it sit for too long before doing your mani.
So it's-
You know, because if you wait too long, like get up and do stuff, your peel base is liable to lift or begin peeling off in certain spots.
Cool. I mean, yes, sir. If you could get me Lee Chapman's son's contact information.
There was a bunch of Chapman cousins that Paul was very close with. The closest one being Wills Chapman and Frank Chapman.
Will
Pull in a little more here. Got my Hypnotic Nails silicone nail mat, but I cannot find my Hypnotic Precision tool. I have no idea
One of them is Will was the man.
where it is. I'm missing 2 precision tools, as a matter of fact. It's really weird.
Will goes to the signal.
So I'm going to use my Lexi nail tool today, but I will be using my Hypnotic Nails Clear to encapsulate the nails. And then the 2 dips are Black Magic and Hallow from Hypnotic Nails.
I mean, I'm telling you now, I can promise you that.
And I think we're ready to get started.
Well, it's absolutely.
So I think since these nails are drier, I know they're dry, I'm going to start with the glitter because that's going on those 2 nails.
You know,
I
I might want to hand place these bats, but some are going to just land.
So, being a dad myself, what was the biggest issue you had with?
So I'm doing these nails with dip liquid. So right now this is dip base.
Correct him. What was the biggest issue you had with
I'm
Paul?
going to put a full layer of this on your nail. And I'm going to choose to pour over right now.
He was ADHD. He was bad about jumping from. And he had so many wonderful qualities now, but he was bad about jumping from. He'd start this, maybe not quite finish it, move, do something else. And, you know,
One of the
you
bats
find out
fell
from his
off.
friends he had clothes strung out all over the state. He did that with clothes. He did that with guns. He did that with my boats. So,
He would misplace stuff. Okay.
yes, everywhere. Everywhere. I mean,
Okay.
he'd go off for the weekend. Sometimes he wouldn't pack clothes.
I'm going to use this precision tool just to clean up my cuticles. And then I have a lint-free wipe here just to clean off my tool.
You and a girl go out on a date. He liked the crowd.
Every so often, if you use your tool, you'll notice it gunks up with dip. You
He didn't
can
have a girlfriend right
A,
now.
soak it in acetone, or B, file it, the built up acrylic off of it, which is what I do. Hi, Tara. Jeez, I was like, where is everybody? I was live for like 10 minutes before you got here. Doing a Hypnotic Mani for Together We Mani tomorrow. I'm going to do the drips again, but they're going to be pink drips on black nails. And I'm pairing it with this dip called Hallow Queen.
He left to go to Charleston, and we were staying another day to play golf.
This is just going to go on 2 nails.
My niece.
And I think I'm going to stamp on my thumb. It's going to be a black nail.
And you said on Monday, Maggie
That off.
had a doctor's appointment in Charleston. None of we talked about this on Monday. Do you call the doctor that she went to, or for what the reason was?
Maggie had a couple little things.
How are
going
you
on,
today?
And I personally think she was going to see Dr. Gordine, but I'm not
That's
positive.
both bats.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
all right.
it was.
I kind of want to hand place as many as I can so they look good.
Okay. And you said she and Buster were at the ball games all weekend.
Yes,
Were they
All right.
with me.
with you? And what ball games?
See Carolina.
I'll brush these off.
You didn't make it past those, did they? No. Okay.
I lost another bat, so now I just have one on this now, so that's good. I'm gonna pour it out and lay flat. But I'm gonna try not to pick up any bats if I can help it, so we can hand place them.
And what time did Maggie get back home Monday night?
It was after Paul and I had gone. She was not there when Paul and I left to go mess around.
Okay.
So, you know, it was sometime after that. So there was a point when,
Okay.
you know, she got back, we got back.
When y'all got back from riding around and messing around on the farm, was she home or?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so there's a couple bats on here. One's buried under the first layer of dip.
So, and I don't believe she'd been home too long when
All right.
And what's her car? That Mercedes that's out there?
yes, sir.
Okay. And you said Bianca prepared dinner that night.
Yeah, Blanca cooked dinner that night because Maggie cooks. You know, when the boys are home, or she tries to really for me, but she wasn't
Super
gonna be there that
cute.
day.
I love this
So
glitter so much.
she had Blanca cook a meal.
How is your relationship with Maggie?
Very good. As good as it could possibly be. I mean, you know, we had our issues, but wonderful.
And I'm just trying to understand the family dynamic.
I understand you gotta do what you gotta do, I promise.
What were y'all's biggest arguments? What your biggest the things that y'all would argue about the most, what would they be over?
I mean, we really didn't argue, but the basic, I'd say the only thing that caused
Okay.
any friction between us is she was always wanting us to go, and I love her in-laws. I mean, they're wonderful people. I love her to death. She was always wanting to go there, stay there a little longer than me and the boys wanted to stay. That was really, and it really, you know, she'd get ticked off.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean her family? You said her in-law.
Tired but good. You didn't get much sleep. I know you don't normally get a lot of sleep anyway. How
I mean,
much
we
did
really
you get
didn't
last
argue
night?
about much. We didn't have much
I went to
to
bed at
argue
like
about.
7 p.m. and I got up at
I mean, I'm
4:30.
sure there was an occasional thing that came up.
All right, let's see about him placing some of these glitters.
I can't think of it.
Yeah. Thank you. Good. Tissue.
I'm
All
sorry.
right. Maybe one more.
And she was a wonderful girl and a wonderful wife. And she was a great mom. She, you know, she didn't work. And she always
Okay.
said it was her job. She was privileged enough not to work. She was going to make sure she took care of me and the boys. And I mean, she did everything. She did
It's
absolutely
Alec Murdaugh in the
everything.
background being interviewed by police. It was part of his
I'm sorry. No.
trial. This is what I've been watching. Want one more. These are glitters. Drop those over there.
I'm good. Go ahead.
There we go.
That afternoon, or during the
Okay.
time you and Paul were up,
Yes, sir.
did y'all go up to around the kennels or anything? Did y'all do anything up toward the kennels?
All right.
I'm sure we
I
did.
think those look
You
cute.
know, that's our main shop is, you know, right there. But, you know, I mean, we're normally in there.
So the other three nails we're gonna dip
And
black.
I will say that particular day, we did not.
You were in bed by
tinker
8.
around there a
I
bunch.
have you beat by an hour.
When y'all rode around the farm, what were y'all in the truck or?
Okay, black magic. This glows in the dark.
Trucks. We rode in one truck and then we rode in another truck some. One was the black one and one was the white one that was out there.
Mr. Alec,
Yes, sir.
you know, the other day when we were there, we came in and we were talking to John a little bit.
Sure.
And you obviously got a lot of, I'd say a lot, some 20, 25 weapons.
Yes, sir.
And do you know kind of what you got as far as any kind of, what kind of weapons they have?
I'm pretty much, yes, sir.
And I know you might not remember all, but can you kind of run down what you, or kind of what you had, what you got, you know, that
Yeah, I own that's in there now.
that you own.
Alright, that I own.
It's in there, you know, or wherever they're at.
And, you know, I mean, Paul has guns scattered all over the place. So, you know, some of our guns aren't there. But, so you want to know all of them, or you want to know what I think is in my house? Or what is in
All
my house
right.
today?
Yeah, what was in your house? Let's start with what was in your
Are
house.
you doing
What-
Together We Manny,
Okay,
Tara?
whatever was in my house on
I'm
Monday
sure you are,
was
right?
Exactly what
I invited you to the Together We Manny Facebook group. Did you get the invite?
that I got, that y'all got.
Okay.
No guns have been.
I'm just gonna lay flat for my
You
thumb.
know, there hadn't been any guns moved in and out of there other than when Paul was home. You know, when Paul came home, he would ride around and shoot hogs a lot. You know, I mean, primarily he would shoot them with Buster's gun. Because Paul had a 300 blackout. And it got, he says it got stolen. You know, and it's been gone for some time.
What did you say Paul liked to do?
This repeating what the tape says. The jury can hear the tape. And just stopping and repeating exactly what Mr. Murdoch said on the tape.
This witness was actually present. While there is a recording, he's also fair to relate to the
Let's
jury
brush
what
these
he was
off.
being present for that
Do
very
dip number
conversation.
2.
I overrule the objection. Thank you.
But anyway,
Well, the theme is Season of the Witch, but Halloween Manny, you know?
Ride around and shoot hogs.
And what did Mr. Murdoch tell you that the weapon was he used to do that?
Are you doing a
He used
Halloween
his
Manny?
brother's 300 blackout.
so he would use his brother's blackout a lot of times.
Buster also had a 300.
I gave them both one.
Okay. When was that?
Years ago,
Okay. More than a year ago.
more than a year ago. All right, so but he would do anything. Paul had this, you know, like a little light that I used
All right.
that night. Paul would take that thing up to, you know, by 308, and I mean he was always rigging something.
This glitter is definitely one of my favorite Halloween glitters.
You know, so
And it was released last year, but you can still get it.
sometimes shotguns when he would go try to kill the hogs, because you know piglets would be grouped up. But normally he would have a rifle when he went to shoot pigs. So, all right. So going back to the guns, y'all want me to tell y'all what was in there? Or don't y'all? I mean, have an inventory.
I videoed that the thing. I didn't write down everything that you had. I just took
Okay.
a random, just like recording of what was on the gun rack or on the gun wall in the gun room that day.
And there are some more guns that aren't in that gun room. You know,
I was on time today, too, like right at 11.
You know, like I
I went live.
in my bedroom.
And I think it was Agent Katie, walked with John and saw that one.
Okay. And I imagine there's probably some in some other rooms. I know that I think it was we had two gun cases, one small one and one big one, and I moved some guns from the little case to the big case just because you know her mom and dad were in there, and I just took all the guns to the back room. But that's after the fact.
At this time, could I request a brief break?
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break. About 10 minutes.
report's taking a 10-minute break. I'm gonna fast forward through it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Like, I can tell you that, I mean, they told me there's
Okay.
300 blackout was
Time
used in
to
this. I
encapsulate.
think that 300 blackout,
Sure, get all
you
that
know,
black
it
out.
was,
No staining.
it was not out there.
Not even
So
underneath.
y'all,
It's
none
good.
of you got target practice, or he didn't have it out there with them on Monday?
No.
Okay, no, that's right, 'cause it was in the house.
Oh, okay. And just
What did the
winging
defendant
it,
tell you
and
about
then
the
I'm
night
sure
of
it's gonna be
300 blackout
amazing.
at the kennels on the night of the
That's when you do your
He
best
said it
work.
was not out there.
So Paul said that one, was stolen or lost, and it was some time ago. Was that reported anywhere?
That it wasn't officially reported because I wasn't totally convinced it was stolen,
Okay.
you know, as opposed to lost. But I mean, you know, there was people told about it.
Yeah.
I know that I told John Bedingfield about it. I know that I told some other local officers about it, you know, just in case it turned up in a drug thing. But I didn't do an official report.
Okay.
Okay. One of my bats is sticking up.
The two that you bought for boys, that each one of them had one, and the one Paul lost, is that the only ones that you have?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I thought we replaced it. I thought that Paul got another one replaced, but Buster said we didn't. But I was certain that we did. But I mean, my memory is it's been gone for
All right.
a substantial while too.
That long pause. What did Alec Murdoch, the defendant over there, tell you about the third blackout?
To his memory, it had been gone for a substantial amount of time, too.
Do you remember anything about them?
Side.
Or were they the same colors?
They were identical except for colors.
Okay. Which one was Buster's?
Buster's the one we still have. Paul's the one that lost his.
Okay. What were the two colors?
Black and tan. Buster's is black, Paul's is tan.
Okay. And you say you thought you replaced it after he lost.
Going pretty fast so far.
I'm all but
Buster says you didn't.
I believe that we did. I mean, there'll be a record of that.
Makes
one.
all the difference when I'm prepped.
I know we replaced. But you know, I wouldn't. I know we replaced it because I wouldn't replace it again. Maybe I just think that now. I don't know. But I'm certain we replaced it.
Have you talked to?
All right, let's brush these off.
So Monday?
Can't wait to activate and press down these glitters.
Yes, sir.
Because I know we talked about what he had done on the farm. Have y'all, is he still employed?
He's still employed because I gotta have somebody keeping it clean. But I mean, I can't keep him. I mean, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And you know, I told you, I don't know why that story seemed important to me the other night.
Let's grab a plastic bag.
Doing, I just can't. I really do not.
I'm gonna
believe that.
activate the solid nails first.
Story,
It's a messed up story.
And, you know, and I'm just, being in law enforcement for so long and working these type cases, and I don't know the Arlington area, but talking to Colleton County and seeing the property and how isolated it is, finding somebody that's just gonna randomly come up there that late at night that doesn't know the property, you know, that's.
Okay, so I'm
of
just
course
taking
I
this
have to work with
plastic
them
bag
and
and
start working my way out.
pressed down too much. I picked up a glitter, but that's all right. The rest of it's fine.
I mean, plain.
I don't
But
know
you
what
can
to
use
do
this
with it.
plastic bag as long as you don't press it down for too long.
And I hate
and
to
smooth
say
out
that,
your
I
nail.
don't know what to do right now.
So do y'all have any good clues?
All of the evidence that we collected Tuesday morning,
Okay.
and we collected
Do the same
additional
thing on the
evidence
pinky. I'm
Tuesday
gonna throw a
afternoon.
couple layers of activator on it.
They collected evidence at autopsy today. So
Press
we,
down.
we're trying to put a rush on that to get an answer quick, and hoping that's going to tell us something.
About evidence, I mean, is it things you think are gonna be helpful?
Well, I mean, like the shot shells out there, the casings, the DNA swabs that we took from the door handle to see if anybody touched the door handles, any other places that we think somebody may have touched
There we go.
while they were out there. You know, we're trying to collect DNA from that and analyze that. Which at the conclusion of this, what I'm going to also ask is that we get a buccal swab, a DNA swab from you. Your DNA is going to be there, but we need to eliminate it once it's developed.
All right, there we go.
So, you know,
Give these a couple minutes to cure. Get this acrylic off my skin. Whoops.
I mean, we have talked to close to 100 people trying to track people down, and we're still tracking people down. And that's why.
You see my little vacuum?
Paul was with.
I wanna tell you
I'm
one
gonna
thing.
suck
while I'm
this
thinking
stuff
about
up
it.
or what?
Paul was really an incredibly intuitive little dude. And I mean, he was like a little detective. And I mean, Paul was, you know,
Took a lot of it.
you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Which leads me, let's go back to Paul right quick while we're on him. So we have his phone. Do you know his passcode?
And I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's a few people I can point you to,
Yeah.
but I can tell you that he was super, super, super secretive with that. I mean,
Okay, this is what the nails look like right now.
I asked his brother if he knew it. Did the ones that they got the other day?
Hi, BTS forever.
Did y'all get any of those?
Happy Thursday.
Paul.
I
Okay.
just finished
I know
dip powder application
And it worked.
on my nails. I'm gonna do a Halloween mani. So on these two nails, I'm gonna do pink drips. Pink or green, but I have pastel pink, I have pastel green. I think pink, I think is what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna stamp in pink like a witch or witches' hats and brooms or something on that nail.
But I'll find out. I will try to find out.
So Halloween all the way.
But it will surprise me greatly if somebody knows it.
I just put liquid on these nails to cure them, and I have to wait a couple minutes before I can start filing and shaping.
And we're talking to, you know, people that were involved in the boat case. We're trying to track down people that Paul knew and were friends with. That's why I asked who he was in Charleston with, so we can go try and see if they might know something.
Tara, so weird how
Figure out,
random people have been
and
stopping
try to
in,
get
right?
His phone, to see if there's any information, see if he got like a direct threat from somebody there. I mean, the people that are here are not the only ones working on this. We've got people out doing things. Right
I've
now.
been out of that Fantasia strawberry
We're trying to
custard
get
for a
everything
while.
in.
I'm hoping to put an order in the next day or two. Just waiting on
The
some
area
money.
of Arlington,
So I'm
unfortunately, they don't
vaping
shut down
Jam
year-round.
Monsters blueberry.
I mean, I've got got somebody working.
Also a
with
very
us
good
right
liquid.
now Back at the office. Coming through hours of videos that we've gone out and collected.
Especially because it never used to happen before, and all of a sudden it's happening. And there's been an uptick in my views. Not a huge uptick, but an uptick, you know what I mean? And now I'm up to 159 subscribers. So I gained 2 since yesterday.
Which has been prepared, and you
3 for the longest time.
Maggie and Paul and Sean are the day anyway.
Okay.
I believe that
Wrong hand. Let's start shaping the black nails.
I'm not
These are thicker. I'll just give them a little bit longer.
You woke up around the 9 o'clock mark or so when you made your call to Maggie to let her know you was going to.
No, nobody was in that house when I left.
And just trying to narrow that. That's the last time that Paul and you saw Paul and Maggie when y'all were eating supper.
This is how I always start my filing, typically anyway, is up at the cuticle. And since we're doing the black nails first,
He saw.
starting at the middle nail, and I'll work my way to the thumb.
When he was eating something.
Until you came back from your mom. And yes, found what you found.
Okay. My niece Mackenzie is giving me a shoe rack. She's dropping it off today, like around 12:30. Told her I'd probably be done with the live, but if not, I'm sitting right by the door with the window open, so I'll see her.
Check the report. And that's why we want to do the DNA. Right.
Tara, you have cats, right? How many do you have? I know you do. How many do you have?
When you tried to turn Paul over.
I kind of want
you
one.
tried to turn
I
him
love this cat that I feed, the outside cat.
kennels or
I want him. But he has an owner.
Was he left-handed or right-handed?
Right.
You have 3.
He normally keeps his phone.
I mean, usually in his hand.
All right.
But
The defendant was asked during this interview where Paul normally kept his phone. What did he say?
Usually in his hand.
I mean, it was, it was always on him. Pocket, hand, truck.
Where did Maggie carry her phone? Anywhere she could.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that looks good.
Did y'all get fingerprints on their phone?
I haven't gotten that back yet.
When Paul's phone came out.
Good morning, Mallory.
Put it on.
You're only the second one here. Just you and Tara so far.
Yeah, I did not try to open it or anything.
Did you guys get notified?
I don't know how I had in my mind that I needed to not mess anything up. I had that, somehow I had that presence of mind that I needed to not mess anything up. And so I tried not to.
I'm doing a Dipnotic Halloween Manny Mallory for Together We Manny tomorrow.
So traumatic.
The theme is the season of the witch.
And I know it's not hard, or not easy. I know it's hard.
So when you post your Halloween Manny tomorrow, you should use the Together We Manny hashtag too.
It was it so bad. They did it so bad.
Traumatic picture that he saw, Paul and Maggie. What did he say?
It's just so bad. I did him so bad.
I did him so bad.
Yes, sir.
He's a boy. Like that.
And, but.
Oh, it smells like somebody's cooking on a
I
grill.
understand.
Is necessary.
Like for lunch.
We can get a little better picture as to.
It's like Employee Appreciation Day at my husband's work at Dell. So they're doing like a cookout for them. And then they get to go home early, like at noon or after the cookout at noon. Nick's like, I don't want to go to the cookout. I just want to leave. He got poison ivy. He got it from landscaping. And well, obviously, if you get it, you're allergic to it. But he, like, his face puffs up. A lot of times he's got to go get prednisone from the doctor, you know. I feel so bad for him. He's got it down there, too.
I understand, and
I mean, they may-
Especially when he's landscaping. He has to go, if he's got to go to the bathroom, they go in the woods, you know.
his mother just had a knee replacement.
So he could have got it from his hands, or he could have got it just from doing it in the woods. Hi, Michelle. Hey, hey. Oh, you didn't get notified, Tara? Potion. Michelle, I'm doing Hypnotic Nails Mani for Together We Mani tomorrow. Did you see the graphic? I had sent it when I originally saw it, and I saved it, so I still had it saved, but it's Season of the Witch. So I'm using Hallow Queen from last year, the glitter, and then I'm using, excuse me, my neck. Black Magic as my black, and then on these two nails I'm gonna put pink drips, and then on this nail I'm gonna stamp in pink like a witch or witch's hats or something. That's my plan. We'll see how smoothly it all goes. Some black like okay. That's better.
I'm so sorry. I know. Jumping over the tower, so yeah.
Mom and Dad are just such good people. I mean, they're just good ones.
All right, shape wise, good, underside.
My father-in-law's name is Terry. My mother-in-law's name is Kennedy. And they're Brandstatter. And my sister-in-law, who in her Branstetter, and then my
All right.
sister-in-law
Okay, I haven't shaped these glitter nails yet, so let's do that now.
is Marion Proctor. Yeah. And her husband is Bart Proctor. And they live in Charleston.
Do you have a contact number for Kenny?
I know their numbers.
Okay.
843.
Video with consent of the defense, just so that number is not broadcast.
Yes, John, we agree.
Smooth this out. Yeah, there's my babe. Hi. Nick's home. Remember how I was just saying Employee Appreciation Day? He must have not had to go to the cookout. Have to ask them. You didn't have to go to the cookout? Awesome. That were there?
Well, they're having a cornhole tournament. You know,
Yeah, cornhole.
So
Patty plays that.
Sang signed up, Lewis signed up. Like Josh and I were like, Josh and I were the only two employees who could sign up in the group. So they all have to go down there for like 9 o'clock. So like, start that stupid thing. Practice. Like, 3 polls came out, so Josh and I had to do them. So we did work. We're like, screw this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't want to. The only reason I would have went for the free meal, but it's usually fucking.
Welcome home, baby.
My boss, this is actually, she's not there to make sure we check.
I was just saying, anybody who joined late, that it was Employee Appreciation Day at Nick's work. So they were going to get out at 12, but there was a cookout. And Nick was like, I just want to leave at 12 because I told you guys he's got poison ivy. So he's super uncomfortable. Why don't you call the doctor for prednisone, babe?
Why do you do that one?
They are kind of swollen. He says he only does that if his eyes are swollen shut.
You want me to dig them up?
And David, I'm gonna forward you this kind I think that's one should be little tablets. Hold on that, please, David.
What am I watching? Oh, it's an earring of mine. You can put it on the counter. Thank you.
Yeah, I think
Hi, Brandis. Good morning. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Hi, Patty. Geez, I was wondering where you were.
All right, so we have, victims advocate.
Guys, for like the first 10 minutes, nobody was here but me.
Thank you. That's her cell number. Thank you. There's some information for you in the back. In the Victims Advocate Program, they help with different things. I think more specifically, what would be more beneficial, especially to you and Buster, is some counseling down the road, pre-counseling.
You know, I think-
Brandis, I'm doing a Hypnotic Manny for Together We Manny tomorrow.
But thank you so much.
You guys all doing it?
Victims Advocate, what did Mr. Barr tell you about his career?
That he did some assistant solicitor work, and he.
And some of you who are not members of Together We Manny that I'm friends with, whose names popped up when I was in the group this morning, I invited you to the group. Tara was one. I can't remember who else I asked. I invited. I don't remember, Brandis, if you were already in there or not. Patty, I don't know.
Yes, sir. Okay.
But I invited a few of you guys. And then some other people too, who came up in the suggestions list that, you know, I'm friends with or whatever that might want to be part of it.
Service tomorrow, and then we're gonna have a private family thing one day next week.
Okay. Are y'all doing anything tonight? Because I can run by and talk to Terry and Kennedy.
I think the sooner you can come and talk to them, the peace of mind that would really help them.
Okay.
That's convenient for you. So we're out at the house tonight, but and if for some reason they go back early because of the service tomorrow, that they may be
Almost
staying
done
tonight, they may not,
filing.
I'm not sure. All of their cousins and family on the Branstetter side and the Hubbard side is coming in from Kentucky. And so they may be going back to stay with them. I'll find out and call you. I think you called me.
Yes, sir.
This interview
you on June 10th, 2021. To your knowledge, has there been another death in the
All
family?
right.
At
That's
this
good.
point, it had not.
Was there one not long after this?
Yes, it was.
And who died?
Mr. Alex's father,
And what was his name?
Randolph.
Jim's got my number.
All right, so this is what we're looking like. Let me brush off here. I already went over all of them with the 180 grit files, so I'm probably not gonna buff. Maybe I will. I probably will. They're not that smooth. Let me use my ergo file first this
I'm
time.
not able to answer right now that we had to go over.
No, sir.
As soon as I get something, and if it's okay with you, John Marvin asked me to go to him.
That's fine.
So I'm not bothering you in case you're doing something. What time is the service tomorrow?
12 o'clock,
Okay. Where is that gonna be?
Hampton,
What, at the church or?
Graveside.
Okay. So if I get something around that time, I won't bother you. I'll wait 1:30 and.
If you get anything important, you can call me anytime.
Okay.
Anytime.
Okay. Are y'all gonna publicize the service or is it just gonna be for family and friends?
No, sir, it's gonna be, it's gonna be open, but I got TC and those making sure I don't want any press anywhere near.
Yeah.
So,
They don't deserve to be near.
they're gonna make sure,
Okay, there we go.
in the town of Hampton, that, there's no press.
Okay. All right, well, y'all got my numbers. Did you send me that phone? You did. I'm gonna go check on it. Y'all go back in the house. When it's done, I'll bring it to you.
All right.
Yes. Let's do the buckle swab right quick.
You can sit where you at, Alex, and I'm gonna step out.
What?
Oh, what?
The buckle.
Asked about, you think he's through with that phone? What were they talking about?
Mr. Alex's phone, which he had
Okay, let's do
given
a
to us to
buff.
do a download on.
Who was doing that download again?
Yes.
Dylan Hightower.
And that was occurring while this interview was going on?
Yes, sir.
Now you're accepting the buckle swab, is that correct?
That is correct, yes, sir.
The buckle swab, do I need to spit out my tobacco?
Really, Michelle? You're in there, Brandis. I thought you were in the Together We Manny. You've been working on a lift your spirits dips Manny for days. Oh my goodness.
You didn't grab gloves?
Must be something else then.
I know one of these vehicles got gloves. I'm not in my.
One hour and 2 minutes. What happens next? What if anything are you about to do?
I'm fixing the glove up.
All right. There we
Secure the
go.
cotton swabs, sterile cotton swabs, and getting ready to do the buckle swab
And who do you do the buckle swab of?
on Alex.
Alcohol.
Yes, sir, I did. He's sitting at the defense table with the, looks like navy blue. blazer on.
This black was awesome. There was no staining. Oh, and it glows in the dark, you guys. It's Black Magic from Dipnotic Nails. And then look how cute that back glitter is. That's called Hallow Queen. Super adorable. All right. So I have some pastel gel liners. I have some regular gel liners, but the pinks in there are like bright pinks.
Can you tell the jury what that is?
So I think I'm better off going with the pink pastel in here.
Mr.
I
Alex.
thought about using the green pastel because that's more like a Halloween color. But I still think I'm going to go with the pink. What do you guys think?
157 in the evidence, I believe, without objection.
Actually, let me like shake.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to do it on these two now.
This is the buckle swab you took that day, that's on the video.
Yes, sir, it is.
After that, where did that buckle swab go?
It was turned over to crime scene and went to the lab for testing.
All right, let's see if I can do this.
General practice with any sort of evidence like this to secure it from any tampering while it's turned over to crime scene?
Yes, sir, it is.
And the writing on the back of this, evidence slip, whose writing is that?
That would be David Owen, and he collected by Jeff Croft.
Okay, so I just kind of put something up the top there. We got to go a little thicker, right? Maybe.
Show you
All right.
what's been
So right now it
states
looks like
218, states 219,
Let's see about putting some drips here.
and just generally see if you recognize those particular documents.
Yes, sir, I do.
That's like so
And
thick.
Generally, what are
I
the-
might have to erase
Proper
this.
receipts for items that were seized during the searches at the residence.
that you previously described to this jury,
Yes, sir,
firearms evidence and the like?
that's correct.
Your Honor, this time, state remove 218,
It's
219,
not
220
straight. It's
into
pretty
evidence,
bad.
I believe, without objection.
I'm gonna start over.
So move it.
The last time I did it, I got it all on the first try. Move over to the index finger for a minute. Oops, dripped. All right.
All right, I'm gonna show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 156, and I'm gonna get you to pull out your, in fact, though, if the clerk, you got a pair of scissors I can borrow real quick? All right, I'm gonna show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 156. And I'm gonna ask you, if you could, to open the seal.
Let's do,
package
I'm gonna do a
top so we
third
can see
one
what's
down
inside.
here. All right. It looks like that. I think it's all right. I'm gonna cure it.
All right, I'm gonna ask you to hold on to that one. I ask you to return these back into that pouch, if you could, please.
I hope pink was the right color to choose and not green. If there's any spots that are kind of thin, I'll go over them on a second layer, but I want to get the next nail done first, and then we can,
I'm
if I
gonna,
want
uh,
to perfect
put
anything,
156
we
on
can
this
do that.
particular exhibit, and can you tell the jury if you recognize that, what that is, please?
Yeah, because there's a few spots I
That
can
is
see
the
through it.
fecal swab that was collected from Rogan Gibson. I did.
Did Rogan consent to that buccal swab?
He did.
And did you secure it from any tampering and turn it over to the crime scene?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this time I would move states 156 in evidence, I believe without objection.
No objection.
Here, submitted without objection.
Okay. Get some on my skin there. Oh, I'm shaking.
I'm gonna show you what's been marked as states 155. Identification at this time, see if you recognize this particular item.
Yes, sir, I do.
And tell me generally what that is, please.
It's a proper receipt for the buccal swab that we took, or I took from Mr. Alexander Murdoch.
And that's the one from the video that's has been played for the jury?
Yes, sir, it is.
This time, Your Honor, I move states 155 into evidence, I believe without objection.
Submitted.
One more. So I'm just coming straight down. Oh, and I got a big drop. Uh-oh.
First indulgence, 1 moment. Straight direct examination of Special Agent, Senior Special Agent Crawl.
And I think we will call it a day. And start at 9:30
Okay.
tomorrow morning. Please do not discuss the case.
Ooh, this one's like dripping everywhere, you guys. Gotta get this paint out of my cuticles. I called it paint, gel polish. Okay. This is too big. I gotta do something with this.
Are there any matters we need to address before the recess?
I don't like it.
We'll be in recess till 9:30.
All right, I'm wiping this off. I'm gonna redo this one. Didn't like it. All right, let's see if I can find the next day. Day 5. There we go. Alcohol.
I get compliments anytime I wear this. I think
All right, let's try
So
again.
stunning, especially for fall or any transitional season. It's the Muna shade, so flattering, and it just blends right in. It's so smooth, and you can keep building, or you can just do little subtle layers.
Ones who are frustrated with thinning lips. The ones who want to get rid of those vertical lines around their mouth.
I'm not talking about
and even the
thinning
ones who are just
lips.
looking for a boost of
My
hydration.
lips are
As
like
a professional makeup
non-existent,
artist, I've tried it all.
especially my top
Because
lip.
I've seen firsthand how full lips can transform a face. Seriously, you can go from looking 55 to 45 just like that. I'm about to spill my secret that's given all of my clients the lips of their dreams. Seriously, I'm talking about plumper, smoother, fuller lips with less lines in seconds. Here's what just a few other fans have had to say about it.
I've been asked if I got my lips done. I'm like, no, it's City Lips.
Knowing that it has all of these wonderful ingredients that bring moisture to your lips, my lips have never felt better.
Gotta draw the lines first, I guess.
To try this lip treatment. It instantly fills out your lips just like an injection.
It's the best beauty hack ever.
You know, I've come across some amazing products, but very few who have fans like City Lips does. And
Okay.
that's why I recommend this treatment
I
to
can
all
get
of my
these
clients.
little-
So here's how it works. You see, one of the most effective ingredients used in lip injections is hyaluronic acid. However, thanks to new technology, hyaluronic acid can be
Kinda like
dehydrated and
blobby
shrunken down
things at
into
the bottom,
tiny
right?
spheres that become so small they can be absorbed through the skin. So now hyaluronic acid doesn't need to be injected to be effective.
Okay.
Since it's so absorbent, it can be used on top of the lips and still have a dramatic smoothing, plumping,
All right, I'm gonna cure it.
rejuvenating effect without a needle. Once these spheres come into contact,
I'm gonna
with the
have to
moisture in
touch
your
it up,
lips,
I
they
think.
expand up to
There was additional brass that was not 300, yes, sir.
No, I don't think so, Michelle. No, I don't think they're playing today. I'm just in Patriots clothing. Shirt and old shirt, Tom Brady shirt, and sweats. Nick buys me Patriots stuff a lot, like for holidays
I
and
do not
everything.
recall what's back on that end, no, sir. Target of some sort.
I had a wicked bad Joe reaction under this nail, you guys, and it's starting to heal, but
Shooting a rifle, just going down
the skin is just like,
There's a
oh,
burn
so
there,
dry.
It was going into a wooded area, yes, sir. But that was a dirt mound. That was a dirt mound.
There's a target and then a dirt mound behind it.
That's correct.
Now, who went down to the other end and started digging in that dirt
Oh, it's like a piece of dry scalp. I got it.
to find fire projectiles?
All right.
I did not go down to the other end.
This is what they
In
look
fact,
like, you
nobody
guys.
went to that other end to dig out 300 blackout fire projectiles, did they?
I did not, and I don't know what the other agents did. No.
There's a couple of
When you're
spots where it's
assisting
thin.
Agent
I
Owen
kind of want to
in
just
going to
fix
briefings,
it.
You didn't hear at any point in time while we should have, or we did dig out projectiles from the dirt mound.
I never heard of anyone digging out dirt mounds, digging out brass from dirt mounds.
If you had dug out projectiles from the dirt mound,
Mhm.
that
I want to
could
put
have
a
been
little blob
sent
at
to
the end of this
forensic
one.
lab
too.
SLED and done a comparison to projectiles found at the crime scene, correct?
There would be a lot of elements that would go
No,
into
I put too much
whether
again.
it could actually be looked at or not.
Or you could certainly compare it to,
Let me cure it real quick.
I mean, you could take a 300 blackout, shoot it out at Buster's.
I don't think so, though. I think they're
gun
playing
right
on
there where you're
Sunday.
next to you,
Anyway,
compare it to
Michelle.
projectiles. You're aware that could be done, SLED, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
What are you eating, babe?
I'm not sure what testing was done on this particular rifle
You didn't
to
hear me,
compare it
but
to anything. at the
something
same-
smells good in the kitchen.
Now, let's go to the June 10th interview. You and
All right.
Agent Owens interviewed Alec and Agent Owens' SUV, SLED issued vehicle on June 10th, right?
Yes, sir, we did.
And that was at
Shoot.
Brother
This
John
is on my
Marvin's
skin.
hunting lodge in Barnville or somewhere close by, right?
Yes, sir.
Not yet. Not yet. The a lot of people were interviewed that day, right?
There was a number of interviews going on at the same time, yes, sir.
And that was consent, correct? The interviews.
Clean this
Thank you.
cuticle.
Yes,
Get the
the
jello.
interview-
'Cause
The folks being interviewed that day not only included Alec, but they included John Marvin, his brother, his son Buster, and his other brother Randy. Is that correct?
to my recollection, yes, sir.
And
I need something that checks all boxes. High comfort, high quality, fashionable, but still affordable for any occasion, at home or on the go. Go with Minnetonka. Cool pants. Cool pants.
Love to hear it. Hard to own it. The overthinking begins and bingo bango. You know what? Just own it.
All right. I made my drips pretty long.
When you pulled up, when you get in the tent, it's about
And then we're going to stamp.
The timestamp should be on the video. I don't recall what time it was.
On the thumb. So let's put away those and get out the stamping polishes.
there were a lot of cars.
I have a
They were aware
pink
of it.
one. And I have a few different Halloween polishes.
We took agents to interview each person.
Nick?
that was there.
Could you bring me in a small stack of napkins, please?
I think there was 2 agents for each interview.
I love it when he's home.
And they
If
came in their own car.
I ask Dominic, he gives me a hard time, but Nick doesn't give me a hard
I
time.
rode with
Thank you.
Special Agent Olin. I'm not sure if the others drove their own car.
So I have this plate here that has witches' hats and brooms, like a full nail image.
You put each person, Randy,
And then I have
Buster, and Alec, in a separate car all at one time.
nothing on that. Those. Oh yeah, I have witches flying all around. That's the one I was kind of leaning towards.
Agents.
The witches flying all around.
And that's a law enforcement
On broomsticks. Let's do that one.
You don't want witnesses to be comparing notes. You want to interview them in separate
Let's just
places,
clean it
same
off.
time, and to get what's fresh on their mind without
Clean my
being-
stamper.
learning what another witness has said. Right?
We wanted to interview them individually, yes, sir.
And you said they needed to be coming, but did you learn anyone? We're all gonna be coming in, at least 4
Where's my
cars. We're
ergo
gonna be
file? I
separately
want to use it
at the
around
same
these
time.
2 nails with the gel.
There was some other things that was going to take place while we were conducting the interviews. So it was arranged that they would all be at that location and we were going to meet them there and conduct the interviews.
And you also had a guy there to do the phone extraction.
Yes, sir. Those are
Okay.
those things I'm talking about.
Now that wasn't told to Alec, but John Marvin, and Buster, and
All
Randy
right.
before Glenn
So that's what we got so far. I want to put
had John Marvin's honey.
this
Right?
It's my understanding that any
image on my nail. I don't think it's gonna cover my whole nail, and I'm gonna have to, I think, double it. You know what I mean?
You think
Whoops, I
someone
thought that was a dry one.
ahead of time, told John Marvin ahead of time, that we're gonna, when we get there, be sure not to erase anything off your phone because we're gonna download it.
I didn't set the meeting up. I went with Agent Owen to conduct the interview.
So, but one of the first things you did in the interview was, you and Agent Owen was
Okay, let's scrape
ask Alec
this.
if he would give over his phone so that it could be extracted. Right?
That was one of the first things we asked for.
And that extraction was done, by another agent.
Picked up
Came in a separate
perfect. It
vehicle,
just
I
picked
said.
up a little
that right?
extra.
He's not an
so-
agent with South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, no, sir.
He was an investigator with 14th Circuit Solicitor's Office.
That's my understanding of his job title, yes, sir.
And that would be Investigator Hightower, is that who did that?
That is my understanding, yes, sir.
And during the interview, you also, at the end of the interview, you got a buccal swab from Alec.
Okay.
I did, sir.
You got a buccal swab from
Oh,
you.
my thumb.
Everybody who was interviewed gave buccal swabs, meaning John Marvin, Randy, Buster, and Alec, correct?
Almost goes to the
I know that
bottom.
Alec, we secured a buckle from Alec.
See that?
I'm pretty sure that there was one collected from Buster. I'm not
Cute.
sure about
I don't
John
even think I
Marvin.
know anything to the bottom.
Now, yesterday,
You know, I don't think it's really a big deal. It's not like super noticeable because there's space between
it
everything.
was Alec, and it ran for almost an hour, took longer, but
Well, I'm glad that went smoothly. First shot, picked up the image, fully transferred.
What did he
That's
just
how
tell
I
you?
like it to be.
Did he just tell you this? Remember that?
I do, sir.
And then get to one point in the interview where you're asked, what did you say after you said it must be tormented? And you testified that Alex said on the video.
I'm gonna get out the maniology top
so
coat.
bad, I did
I
look so
can
bad.
find it. Here it is. Smudge tree
That's what
top
you
coat.
testified to, yes.
Yes, sir, that is what I testified.
But first, I'm gonna go through and activate all my other nails.
Are you 100% confident that Alex said, I did him so bad, rather than they did him so bad?
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Visit your local New England Chevy dealer.
Tired of see-through leggings that roll down? Or leggings that highlight your muffin top? If your answer is yes, then you have to meet Shaperman's high-waisted leggings. These unique tummy control leggings hold everything in without choking you. The best thing is, the fabric is like butter. But don't take my word for it. Just see what my friends have to say.
I'm so impressed with the control. I'm
I
absolutely.
think that came out cute.
Actually, stay up, don't roll down, cinch my waist.
It really holds everything in, and it makes your butt look amazing.
It's a different shade of
Are so
pink,
versatile.
but I
You
don't
can wear
care.
them with just about anything. You can dress them up, you can dress them down, you can wear them all day long. But the secret though is also
Alright.
Click
My
on the
drips
button below
are
to check
probably
your
longer than I
high-waisted
should have
leggings
made them.
today.
I should have did them a little shorter,
I'm
but
100% confident in what I heard, and I.
they're still alright.
But you would agree that this jury can hear the same thing you heard on June the 10th by playing what was captured on the body cam or the recording equipment in Agent Owen's car, right?
Okay, wipe these
Yes, sir.
off.
Now, when you heard what you said, you're confident what you heard, that he said, I did him so bad.
Looks like I didn't get right to my sidewall on my phone. I just want to fix it.
I made a mental note of it. Again, we were still in the early stages
That's
of
better.
investigation. It was more of an information.
I'm gonna go in
gathering
and
from
top
Mr.
coat the
Allen.
other nails.
And we did not have information at that point, to my opinion, to challenge Mr. Alec on any of his statements.
John, let me. So
That's the TV. For
Alex
once, it's
Murdaugh
not outside of my house.
was the one and only in this circle on June the 10th. You're in the car with him, and according to your testimony, he says, I did him so bad.
That is what I understood him to say, yes, sir.
And yet, you just said you took a mental note of it.
I'm gonna give these a
Yes, I
sec
did.
before I do a
I mean, if the guy in the middle of the circle, the only one in the circle, says, I did him so bad.
You do like longer drips? You don't think
is
mine
that a
look bad?
significant statement if he actually said that?
This one I think is deforming my nail, and the one on the side.
You never followed up with it, did you?
There was a third interview conducted with Mr. Allen.
Close to
There
it.
was a third interview. There was a third interview conducted on August 11th, 2021.
Well, thank you for saying that,
I
Michelle. I
don't recall
appreciate it.
exactly.
We hear about it, but you were there.
Such a
right?
cute
Yes, I
glitter.
was. Tell the jury if you asked Alec Murdaugh on August 11th, 2021, what did you mean back on June 10th when you said, I did him so bad?
We didn't make it to that point, sir.
All right.
In fact, back on June 10th, after you had this
I'm not sure how long
Well,
this
what you
top
heard
coat takes to dry, the
him say, I did
maniology
him so
one.
bad,
Doesn't
you went on
say.
to talk about
But I don't think it takes that
funeral
long.
arrangements, whether they're going to be public or private. Isn't that right?
There was questions.
You're so
concerning
ready to
funeral
start
arrangements, yes, sir.
pouring winter resin
And then
pieces.
Owen says, well, Alex said he's trying to make arrangements so it wouldn't be,
I
a lot
can't
of
wait for
media
mine to
there,
get here.
you know. The guy who just said.
Maybe by this
weekend.
weekend, I'll have it. Have
The
them.
response to that was, they don't deserve to be there. You recall that?
Repeat that again, sir.
You recall Agent Owen saying in your presence to Alec, the media did not deserve to be at Maggie and Paul's funeral?
I do recall Agent Owens saying something about the media not being there. Yes, sir.
And that was after, according to you, he said, I did him so bad.
Yes, sir.
Finished
Did you consider that to be some sort of confession on June the 10th?
Trying to think what nail fee sleeve to
it
use.
was
I'll
something
probably
that we would
use
definitely
a
go
black
follow up
one,
on.
you
Yes, sir.
guys.
Getting ready for your testimony yesterday,
Hope I don't have reaction to this gel because I did get some on my skin. I removed it, but I did get some on me.
June 10th with Alec.
No, sir, I have never seen a transcript that was prepared for that.
Are you aware the transcript was prepared and slipped?
No, sir, I am not.
You're hearing that the first time?
Yes, sir, I am.
Well, let me ask you back on June 10th. Why didn't you ask him right then and there when he said, I did him so bad? Why didn't you ask him, what do you mean by that, Alec?
Again, it was early in the investigation.
Wow, this nail's dry.
It was more
The
of an
maniology one.
information gathering
That's pretty quick.
interview, if you would call it an interview with Mr. Alec. And we did not at that.
I'm gonna give them
particular
another
time in the
minute.
investigation,
These
we
two
did
nails,
not
I'm
have
not sure are dry,
evidence
and I
to
don't want to
challenge
touch them.
anything that Mr. Alec would have told us. It was decided.
Thank you,
we did not,
Patty.
Cross that at that time.
I mean, my question wasn't, why didn't you challenge
Pink
it?
and black are
Why
always
didn't you
cute
ask him
together. I love
like,
pink
what are
and
you
gray
talking about?
together
You did him so
too.
bad.
But pink and black is a nice
Asking for
alternative to
clarification
traditional
of identity
Halloween
so bad.
colors, you know.
Would ultimately be a challenge.
This was
Like
like
you
my
said.
favorite Halloween dip last year.
So what were the things?
I
that were
love
in your
the
mind?
iridescence. I love
Heard
the
or
bats in
misheard?
it and
I did so
everything.
bad.
I just thought it was super cool. And I think she was the only one who came out with a Halloween, like a pastel Halloween dip like this. She also came out with another pastel
There was a
Halloween
window that
dip.
was
It's
definitely
purple
something that
matte
we needed to
glitters
follow
with
up
black
on and actually
glitters.
time.
Now, from the video, it appears you're back there taking
I
some
think it
notes.
might be over here.
Yes,
Did you take notes?
I was writing
No.
specific
So
stuff
you
down.
mentioned you made a mental note.
Oh yeah, it's right here.
This what you heard or misheard, I did him so bad, but did you make a written note of him saying that?
I don't recall if I wrote it or not, sir.
So it's possible.
This one,
that you're
it's
sitting
called Creep
with
It
the guy who's
Real.
now been charged with murder on June 10th. in the
I think
interview,
that one's really
the
cute
father's the
too.
only one in the circle, and he says, I did him so bad, and you can't tell a jury you even wrote it down on a piece of paper.
All
I
right,
don't
we should
recall
be
if I
dry.
actually made a physical note of it or not, sir.
Oh my god, it's not dry.
I'm gonna play the clip.
It's
from
not
section
dry at the
243,
top.
which is in evidence.
Shoot, and I just
Listen
like
again
stuck
with
my
your-
finger in it.
Hang on now.
Do you think that did I miss it with activator or something? Because all the rest of it's dry. I think I'm gonna top coat him with gel. Should have just did that just to begin with.
All right, let's play it. Please, Doug. Exhibit 243 and up.
I'm gonna do the same thing to my index finger too, because it's not dry at the top.
It's just so bad. It's so bad.
All right. Back it up and play it in real time again, Doug. Real time.
Okay.
Are not easy. It's hard.
Okay. Oh, at least we know when they come out of the lamp, they'll definitely be dry.
Sitting in poverty,
hey, it's tough.
I'm gonna use apple pie cuticle oil today.
So bad.
Did you hear now, they, right?
I will still testify that my hearing, I hear I.
Your Honor, we'd like to play it again at 1/3 speed to slow it down. It's just the same. Thank you.
Third speed, and the foundation laid for who's manipulating it, how it's being manipulated. I think obviously we have it in real time, but there would have to be some
Oh, I'm
additional.
starting to get a headache. Good thing we're almost done. I take some
1/3
medicine.
speed.
Okay, there we go.
And
Apple pie cuticle oil from Dip With Me. You can save there with code TARA15. And then these colors that we use today are from Dipnotic Nails. And you can save there with code TARA10.
Did you hear they then?
No, sir, I did not.
You would agree the jury gets to decide
This oil smells really good.
what he said on that tape. That's the best evidence.
I agree that they get to hear the tape and make their own mind up as to what he said. Yes, sir.
Thank you. That's all I have. Now, I said the date August 11th. You said you weren't sure, but there was another interview.
It smells so
when
good.
Alex Murdoch came to the Sled Low Country
Oh,
office,
maybe I'll use my.
and you and H.
No,
Owen
that might be too
sat down
much
and
and
interviewed
it's stuck.
him, correct?
to
That is
sometime.
correct. Now,
Ooh, something under
on
my
all
nail
these
there.
interviews that were conducted and that have been
it's
played
fine.
somewhat, or body cam conversations, except for Ellen. when you
Yeah, I
sit
don't
down,
think
do you
I should
tell the
use
person
that.
that you're interviewing, hey, I'm gonna turn the audio recorder on.
I think I'm gonna
it's now
use
being
black.
recorded? Is that standard operating procedure?
We normally don't advise that we're recording. No, sir.
And you certainly didn't advise Alec that you're recording him on any of the interviews that you conducted with
Our
Agent
finished
Owen.
I
Manny.
never advised anyone that I was.
See about some
that they were being
rings.
recorded.
And
Think I'm gonna go with
and
black
that meeting
rings,
that you
right?
had, were you aware that Alec was asking for the meeting?
I might just do this
So that you
black
could get an
flower.
update on whether you made any progress in the investigation of the murder of his wife and son?
I was aware that Alec had requested a meeting to raise some questions as to what was going on.
Like that?
I mean, he wanted information as to what was going on, right?
That's my understanding, yes, sir.
But y'all had other plans for that meeting, correct?
No, sir, I'm not gonna say we had other plans for that meeting. It was an interview.
Yeah. I mean, he
Okay.
came there not,
Here's the finished
You
Manny
didn't go to
using
that
Hello
meeting thinking, I'm
Queen
gonna
and
be
Black
interviewed.
Magic from Dipnotic
To your knowledge,
Nails. The gel
To my
polish
knowledge,
is the
I
brand
don't know what he was thinking was. He knew he was coming there to meet with myself and Agent Owen.
is
and during that interview,
Rajasum, you know,
made
RARJSM.
it known to him.
Pastel gel liners are what I used.
Well, I mean, you
And
asked
then
him
my
point
little
blank,
witchy stamped
you have a
nail.
wife and son?
So
He was asked that.
thank you all for being here today. I appreciate you guys. Michelle, good luck working on you. Lift your spirits. Dip
Made it pretty
set.
clear that
Tara, good luck
whoever
on your
that
set.
one was he
Patty, I'll talk to you in a little while.
suspect?
Brandis, I hope you're feeling good today. Mallory,
He
thank
was
you for
still a
being
person of
here.
interest.
If I missed
There was
anybody,
some
I'm
questions
sorry.
that we had regarding
think I
information
got
that we
all of
obtained that only
All right, I'm gonna end the video, but I will be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye, guys.
Yes, sir.
And then at the end of that interview, he asked you to meet with